Rio Rancho is the city of vision, and the man with the vision is Mayor Tom Swisstack, and he has worked in the juvenile justice system for more than 25 years, and in addition to being mayor, serves as the Deputy Bernalillo County Manager for Public Safety. Mayor Swisstack has served the people of the West Side for 25 years, first as a Sandoval County Commissioner, then one term as mayor, followed by 2 terms in the State House of Representatives, and now he's back at City Hall. His vision has made Rio Rancho the vibrant and progressive city that it is today. Good morning to you, Mayor Swisstack.
Nikki, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Your energy is going to help me go through the day today, so I appreciate that.
Thank you. It's contagious. We have that. Well, we both started in New Jersey together, right?
Exactly.
We didn't know each other, but that's where we began. We both have a contagious energy, and you know, this week, of course, we're chasing the fox all around central New Mexico because we want to give New Mexicans that opportunity to see what's unique and what's special all across our own backyard. So what do you find the most appealing about Rio Rancho?
Well, first of all, Nikki, if you were to come and visit Rio Rancho more, that would add to my quality of life issues. So we're looking for you to come up to Rio Rancho.
It's a deal.
Well, let me tell you what I like about Rio Rancho. And you don't have this opportunity a lot in our country. It's a city that's only 30 years old. The average age is about 35 years of age. We've built a school system every year since 1999, a school every year. Gosh. And then what happens is that you now can start to develop what you want as quality of life in your city. You start to develop a sense of partnership and owner of your community with the people in that community. And most important, you start to build hope for people because they have some control about building their future.
Isn't that nice to feel like you're in control of your city? I think that's amazing. And you've obviously lived in Rio Rancho quite some time, over 30 years now, right?
I've lived in Rio Rancho over 30 years. It was interesting because when I first came to New Mexico from New Jersey, it was I went to the University of Albuquerque, which is now St. Pius, and the only thing on the west side was Gino Restaurant and a few houses. That's it.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so then in your opinion, what's been the most positive change that you've seen?
Well, let me tell you what I see, what's happening in Rio Rancho that's been extremely positive. It's actually become a culturally diverse community. Everybody used to think it's all East Coast and West Coast people, and I acknowledge that. But a lot of the diversity is occurring in Rio Rancho. I think what you have is really building a Class A educational system.
Oh, yeah.
We now have our healthcare infrastructure being put into place with the Sandoval County Regional Medical Center with UNM, Presbyterian, and a number of other support groups that are kind of helping those entities grow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just to lead on from that, your key initiatives really are job creation, also economic development, and resident quality of life. And in fact, New Mexico IDEA has named Mayor Swisstack 2010's Public Servant of the Year for his role in economic development. So what economic growth projects are you personally the most proud of?
Let me tell you, it's kind of interesting because always people go to the traditional ones, whether it's the Intels, the Hewlett-Packards, which we enjoy because they become a foundation.
True.
But I also enjoy the Turtle Mountains that have developed. I also enjoy Joe's Pasta House or the Bagel Shop. And the reason I say that is because those are smaller businesses that become part of the fiber of our community. And these groups are engaged in our community. The Hewlett-Packards, the Intels, and quite honestly, CNM and UNM have added to that growth, and because there's been multiplier effects that come as a result of those.
Exactly, but you know, you can't go wrong with bagels and pasta.
Bagels, lox, pasta.
I love that. Well, clearly you're not all business. So what is your personal favorite pastime?
This is what I enjoy doing, and I do this because it's good mental health stuff for me. You go out there and you can clear your head. I like camping.
Oh, yeah.
And I do that on a fairly regular basis. And then I have a motorcycle, so I actually like to go on motorcycle rides, whether I just go to the Jemez to have breakfast one day and come back. It's just kind of taking that time to yourself to re-energize your batteries so that you keep yourself clear and focused on where you want to go as a community. You
know, and as a mayor, you do have to set an example, and you set a precedent for the residents of the community. And that, what you just said, makes perfect sense. And I think that's something that people should take on. We get very inundated with all the things going on in our business lives, but you do need to take that time for yourself and really experience the city you live in and enjoy it a little bit for yourself. It only helps in everything else you do.
Right.
It really does. So, okay, what do you enjoy most about being in public office?
You know, it's kind of interesting because we are a young community. It's actually helping paint a vision, a picture of what this community could look like, and getting the players in your community, whether it's your constituents, whether it's the business community, whether it's the educational community, the healthcare community, and start to put that into play. It's almost like taking a piece of canvas and start to put into play what you want that piece of canvas to look like.
Like that.
And so because you're so young as a city, you have that flexibility. And probably that excites me the most about being the mayor. And there's challenges, don't get me wrong with this.
Of course, absolutely.
But when you start to see part of that puzzle put together, that canvas come together, it's heartwarming.
Sure.
It tells you that people want to do something for their community, and they're contributing to that.
Absolutely, and it's got to be fulfilling for you as well, not only being the mayor, but having been there as long as you have and really seeing it grow as it does. So if you had a do-over since you started in office, I have to ask, is there anything that you would have changed?
There probably is, and I'll joke with Albuquerque for a moment over here. If I would have been mayor at a particular time, I probably would have been more assertive about annexing Cottonwood Mall into the system, that land before it got developed. So I would have done that all over. And I joke about it because we work back and forth.
Sure.
But that would have been my do-over.
It's right before you get to the hill.
That's
there
right.
It is. All these things, and then boom, Rio Rancho.
That's right.
And it is a beautiful city, and I think that having you here today, you know, people get a chance to know you a little bit better as not just the mayor, but as a man, as a human being. So what are some of the things that you'd want your constituents to know about you that they don't know already?
You know, and I think about this often because I never want to lose sight, because you see the paper all the time about people doing certain things, and it's like, I've been in the juvenile justice system for over 30 years, and it's been rewarding because I deal with people less fortunate. I've been an elected official, which I've been very grateful for about 27 years after this term. And what's exciting about that is that working with the diversity of people that I work with, they've kept me grounded. I never lose sight of how I got there. I never lose sight of what my responsibility is to the respective people, whether it's justice people or whether it's the elected officials position. And in each of those positions, my goal is really to get people to come together and work together so that they can build the future. I'm nothing more than just a little tool that helps it through the process.
Like I said, you set a wonderful example.
Thanks.
You really do. So is there anything next for Rio Rancho? Any spoiler plans we can spill here on New Mexico Style?
I think what you're going to see in the very near future is some more economic growth occurring. You'll see some businesses being announced, and some of them are corporations that you'll see.
Great.
I think what you're going to also see is probably in around 2013, hopefully, we're going to start to look at whether or not we want to build another senior center.
Great.
Because I think though we have a young population, we also have an aging population, so we're looking at building another one.
How nice. Well, I appreciate you being here so much. And for more information for all of you about Rio Rancho, it's very simple. You just visit the city's website. It's on your screen. Get those pens and papers out. And of course, we will have this segment up for you to rewatch over and over again so you can continue to get to know Mayor Swisstack anytime you want right here on Consta.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
What a pleasure having you. And you're welcome here anytime you want. And still ahead on New Mexico Style, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Man and Woman of the Year. Don't go away.